frankly, what Nicolle Wallace said, I've never been a fan of hers, and she's not very talented. But I'll tell you, what she said the other day about that young man is disgraceful. She should be forced to resign. And Rachel Maddow should be forced to resign. Nobody watches her anyway. I don't know if it's not possible they pay her as much money as I hear, but certainly she's lost all credibility, both of them. But what they said the other day, they should be forced to resign.
You heard him. Donald Trump calls for the resignation of Nicolle Wallace and Rachel Maddow from MSNBC. And I can't believe that they haven't been fired yet for these comments that they made about 13-year-old DJ Daniel, who absolutely stole the show and the hearts of Americans during the joint session. Here's exactly what President Donald Trump was talking about from Nicolle Wallace first on MSNBC with her shameful comments.
I hope he lives and the life he wants to live. He wants to be a cop. He knows what he wants to do. And maybe when you have childhood cancer, that crystallizes for you. And I hope he has a long life as a law enforcement officer. But I hope he never has to defend the United States Capitol against Donald Trump's supporters. And if he does, I hope he isn't one of the 6 who loses his life to suicide. And I hope he isn't one who has to testify against the people who carried out acts of seditious conspiracy and then live to see Donald Trump pardon those people.
Imagine saying something like this about a 13-year-old kid who's surviving terminal brain cancer, right? Given 5 months to live, survives years into this process. He's getting honored by the President of the United States of America, and he gets an absolute surprise of his life by Trump saying, hey, not only are you an honorary cop, but now today I'm making you a special agent of the Secret Service. And he has the Secret Service director, Sean Curran, come down and give this kid some credentials. And the moment where he hugs the Secret Service director is one of the best moments we've had so far in 2025. What a highlight. I mean, this thing exploded and went viral all over social media. And here's this Nicolle Wallace has the nerve to say something like that, ties it into January 6th, because these people have Trump derangement syndrome so bad, it makes them sick to their stomach that Trump had a moment like that on national TV for millions of people around the world to see. And it was such a special moment. They couldn't just shut their mouths and say, hey, you know what? Let's put politics aside for a minute. What this kid's story is all about is amazing. It's inspirational, and we celebrate that. Now back to politics. Couldn't do that. Here was Rachel Maddow, how she had to handle it and why Trump called for her resignation.
For the record, and this is disgusting, the president made a spectacle out of praising a young man who thus far survived pediatric cancer, as if the president had something to do with that. This was in the midst of him praising Doge. The Doge cuts, among other things, have cut off funding for ongoing research into pediatric cancer.
Again, they have to figure out a way to make it about Trump looking bad. They have to try to find some way, even in this beautiful story, that you can't, only a soulless person would find something wrong with this story. You have to have no soul. And Trump derangement syndrome off the chart. Forget about Trump derangement syndrome. This goes beyond that. This is a mental illness that Rachel Maddow and this Nicolle Wallace have. It's a mental illness. It's something beyond fixable. It's a disgrace. MSNBC, their ratings are in the toilet. We know that. They are getting destroyed by pretty much every other news media outlet that there is. And this is why. This is exactly why. They are a disgrace, not just to their cable company, but to the American public. Not only do they owe President Donald Trump and especially DJ Daniel an apology, they owe their viewers an apology. I mean, this was an absolute disgrace to say something like that on live TV. Bravo to President Donald Trump for calling them out and calling for their resignations. And MSNBC should do the right thing and terminate them from their positions immediately. And offer some type of apology to DJ Daniel. Maybe bring him on to MSNBC and make something special out of it. Try to recover this disastrous public relations affair that they have going on there by these two left-wing radical lunatic activists. Bravo to President Donald Trump, MSNBC. Tune him out.
You're listening to the Alec Show. The future is family.